Welcome back to Kyle Field. We're ready for Baylor and Texas A&M, and moments ago, the Aggies hit the field. Time now to join the third member of our team. On the sideline, our coach, Tim Brewster.
Gus, lots of talk this week about RG3, and rightfully so. He is a legitimate Heisman Trophy candidate, but let's talk about the other quarterback in today's game. My scouting report on Ryan Tannehill says this: great physical presence, 6'5", 225 pounds. Great decision maker, knows where his receivers are, knows where the check down is. Great calmness under duress. Pressure doesn't bother this kid. He can extend plays, and guys, when he runs, hard-nosed physical runner. He makes all the throws, loves the comeback. Guys, we've got two superb quarterbacks on display today.
All right, Coach Brewster, thank you very much. And we have incredible weather, 78 degrees at kickoff time. Baylor won the toss and will receive. Art Briles, 55 years old, his team coming in with a 4-1 record, 1-1 in conference play. They beat Iowa State last week, 49-26. Their only loss to Kansas State 2 weeks ago, 36-35. On the other sideline, 56-year-old Mike Sherman, 3-2 overall, 1-1 in the Big 12 last week. They held off Texas Tech 45-40. And this series dates back a long, long way, folks. Baylor and Texas A&M, 1899, the first meeting. And it is a hot and heated rivalry. Randy Bullock will send it away for Texas A&M. Levi Norwood, Antoine Goodley back deep for Baylor. And we're underway from Kyle Field. And this one out of the end zone. So Baylor will have the football at the 20-yard line. Time now for our Chick-fil-A starting lineup. And we start with the Baylor offense, ranked 3rd overall in the nation, averaging 563 yards per game.
And they run for over 200 yards per game. They establish a physical presence with Robert T. Griffin, the starting guard. And when they want to throw the football, Kendall Wright, wearing number 1, he may be the best player on the field, not named RG3.
So Robert Griffin III, last week against Iowa State, 22 of 30, 212 yards and 1 touchdown. He also carried the ball for 107 yards rushing. First down and 10 at the 20. Terrence Ganaway lines up as a single setback, and they throw it on first down. Guess who? Kendall Wright gets out of bounds, but they close on him quickly. DeMontre Moore in the vicinity. Defensively, for Texas A&M, they're the worst passing defense in the country, averaging 347 yards given up per game as DeMontre Moore makes a tackle there. Let's take a look at the linebackers.
Tough to run inside, especially with number 39, Eddie Brown, and then at linebacker, Stephen Jenkins, number 45, gets his first start for A&M, and in the secondary, number 5, Coriel Judy is a tough physical presence on the corner.
3rd down and 9 at the 21-yard line. No gain on the last play. Empty backfield for Robert Griffin. And some movement. A&M may have jumped offside. Yes, they did.
Offside. Defense number 47. Jumped in the neutral zone. Caused offensive player to react. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Scott Novak, your referee today. And that is Caleb Russell, the Joker. So instead of 3rd down and 9, Baylor faced with a 3rd down and 4 at the 26.
It changes what Baylor wants to do offensively. Instead of 3rd and long and have to push it downfield. Now 3rd and manageable. Robert Griffin III's legs come into play.
Griffin with time, steps up in the pocket, and they bottle him up. No, he breaks out of it. Oh, what a hurdle. Griffin down the sideline. Wow. He gets out of bounds at the 40. Also a late hit. But remember, folks, Robert Griffin III, Big 12 400-meter hurdles champion, and here's why.
And add a little Houdini to it. How did he get out of the first tackle? Now he breaks out. There's the hurdle you talked about, Gus.
After the runner went out of bounds. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 1. 15-yard penalty, first down.
We saw a little bit of everything on that play, didn't we? Escaping out. There's the hurdling you talked about. Now watch the straight arm coming. Knocks off Howard Matthews, and then the late hit at the end of the play from Trent Hunter, number 1.
It's a gain of 11 yards plus the personal foul penalty. So Baylor now with the first down at the A&M 48 on their opening drive. They hand it off to Ganaway. And Ganaway will run straight ahead. Jonathan Stewart with the tackle. Ganaway's doing a terrific job running that football for Baylor this year.
And he's running to his size. Listed at 240 pounds, he's running with every bit of that 240 inside and physical.
Second down and 7 at the 45. Griffin looking up top. He's got it right. Incomplete. Kendall Wright had 2 steps on Judy, and Griffin overthrows it.
All the way at the top of your screen, number 1 in white working against number 5 in maroon. Just a takeoff route. And Baylor does not mind taking their best, which is Kendall Wright at receiver, and going against your best, Coriel Judy at corner. And Baylor won that one if Griffin doesn't overthrow him.
Right, last week, 8 catches, 69 yards against Iowa State. He is the go-to receiver for Robert Griffin. Off the field now, third down and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Totally have them spread out, no one in the backfield.
Ganaway, the receiver at the bottom of your screen. Griffin in trouble and he's down. They bring the pressure to Montre Moore. Gets to the quarterback, and Baylor will have to punt it away.
Just right off the edge, DeMontre Moore. And this time, they don't miss Robert Griffin in the pocket. Put him down, did not give him an opportunity to get away.
13th time Griffin has been sacked this year, so that brings on Spencer Roth. Baylor is next to last nationally in net punting average, just 31.5 yards of field position every time the Bears kick. Dustin Harris back deep. And Harris inside the 10 with the save. And Harris take it down at the 18-yard line, a 44-yard punt, an 11-yard return. Mike Hicks with the tackle on special teams. Brings us to the Chick-fil-A starting lineup for the Texas A&M Aggies.
And they're awfully balanced, and they love their offensive tackles. 2 youngsters, they're sophomores, Luke Jokel and Jake Matthews. And when they want to throw the football, Jeff Fuller is back this week, but Ryan Swope commands attention as an inside slot receiver.
Aggies averaging 493.4 yards per game, 12th in the country. They run it. Michael. And last week against Texas Tech, Charles, we saw a smash-mouth A&M football team.
And a big offensive line that loves playing that way. They got more physical as the game went on, and those 2 running backs, Kristen Michael, 33, and Cyrus Gray, 32, exactly as you described.
There's a handoff straight ahead. Kristen Michael, once again, against Texas Tech last week, 15 carries, 52 yards. Defensively, let's take a look at Baylor defensively. As Elliott comes up with the tackle, hold off there. Playing quickly, so we will take our time and try to get to the Baylor starting 11 on defense momentarily. Third down and 1 at the 28. Michael again, straight ahead, first down, A&M. All right, let's take a look at the Baylor defense.
And up front, a former walk-on, Nicholas Jean-Baptiste, has turned himself into a force at defensive tackle. At linebacker, number 4, Elliott Coffey gets everyone lined up. And in the secondary, their best tackler is Chance Casey, number 9.
Tannehill rolling out of the pocket, throws on the run, and it's caught. Out of bounds, terrific job by Ryan Swope to not only catch it, but get both feet in bounds as Tannehill completes his first pass.
We saw Ryan Swope last week at Texas Tech, did not have his best game, uncharacteristically a couple of drops. You know he's ready to atone for that today.
Gain of 15 on the play, first down and 10. At the 48, they run the reverse. Wachaku at the 40. And finally, taken down inside Baylor territory. Tevin Elliott got him. But the misdirection play working for the Aggies. A gain of 24.
And it really was not poorly defended, but watch Awachuku with the move there, and look at the straight arm. The straight arm is what gave him a chance to get deeper into the secondary as he knocks down Joe Williams.
First down at the Baylor 28-yard line. Christian Michael back in the game. Tannehill underneath. Incomplete. Uzuma Awachuku, the intended receiver on the play. That one broken up by Joe Williams. So Ryan Tannehill against Texas Tech last week threw for 188 yards and a touchdown, ran 9 times for 55 yards, scored 2 touchdowns. 2nd and 10 of the 28-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Baylor showing blitz. Now they back off. Tannehill over the middle, incomplete, and flags on the play. Swope, the intended receiver, Elliott Coffey covering.
As Swope was trying to be the crosser, watch right in here. Elliott Coffey gets his feet stopped, and then as Swope starts up again.
Pass interference on the defense, number 4. Ball be placed, spot of the foul. Automatic, first down.
You see, when Swope got his feet started again and Coffey's were stopped, his only play was to reach out and grab. He was not in motion, thus the pass interference call.
So a first down for Texas A&M. 8th play of the drive that started at the A&M 19-yard line. They hand it off Michael. Running downhill, and Michael stopped by Ahmad Dixon.
Gus, you mentioned something just a few plays ago about just how physical these running backs are. And even though that's a short gain, A&M will take that every time. Fire out, smacking people. They're hoping that small gain turns into a bigger one later.
They pitch it. No, here's the rollout by Tannehill, and he finds Swope. Not very much of a gain as Ahmad Dixon smelled out the play, the sophomore from Waco, Midway High School.
That was well defensed by Baylor. Little flow one way, come back the other. 3 receivers crossing in the sight lines of Tannehill, all 3 covered well.
Cyrus Gray enters the game now for A&M. He's in the backfield. 3rd down and 8. Tannehill just throws it underneath, and that ball intercepted. Tevin Elliott. A bang-bang play, and Elliott just snatches it out of the air. Take another look.
Ball was tipped inside by 76 Nick Johnson, and Tevin Elliott has the first turnover of the game.
We are visitors, underdogs, party crashers, guests in a den of lions. But we will prevail, because today, we are more than conquerors.
You may kiss the bride.
You don't keep running when you're stopped, so why should your car's engine? Technology that shifts from gas to electric power and back seamlessly. Another way Buick LaCrosse with e-assist can offer 36 miles per gallon. Learn more at Buick.com.
Capital One's new cash rewards card gives you a 50% annual bonus, so you earn 50% more cash. If you're not satisfied with 50% more cash, send it back. I'll be right here, waiting for it. Who wouldn't want more cash? I'll take it. I'll make it rain up in here.
The new Capital One Cash Rewards Card. The card for people who want 50% more cash.
What's in your wallet? Sorry, I'll clean this up. Shouldn't have made it rain.
Like so many great pioneers before me, guided only by a dream, I'm embarking on a journey of epic proportion. I will travel from sea to shining sea, through amber waves of grain, and I won't stop until I've helped every driver in America save hundreds on car insurance. Well, I'm out of the parking lot. That's a good start.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Fox College Football is presented by Russell Athletic, who reminds you that together we are. And brought to you in part by Just for Men. For mustache and beard, keep your edge. And by Buick. See real stories of human achievement on the Buick Human Highlight Reel at ncaa.com/Buick. Welcome back. No score from College Station. Let's go to Coach Brewster. Coach, what do you got?
Gus, Sean Porter is matching up on third down against Robert Griffin, the two best athletes on the field. What Robert Griffin wants to do, he does not want to run. He's got to get the ball out of his hand. But if he decides to scramble, Sean Porter is on him.
It's an excellent point, Coach, and what he's doing is they're trying to do it in second and long or third and long and try and have Porter hug the line of scrimmage so there's no space for Griffin.
First down and 10 to the 27-yard line. And they hand it off. No, fire to the far side, and that ball is caught by Tevin Reese as he gets out of bounds. Second leading receiver on this Baylor squad. That's his 19th catch of the year. A gain of 3. Second down and 7 at the 30. Now Griffin rolling out of the pocket, throws on the run, and caught. Terrence Williams.
Passes complete to
Notice on that play, it looked like a sprint to the corner, and many people thought Griffin would take it and run with it. Brought the defense out of, move the defense out of position. He fires off to a wide receiver for a nice gain.
First down at the 38-yard line, a gain of 8 on the last play. Griffin, pump fake, fires once again. It's Terrence Williams, and Williams will gain about 5.5 on the play. Judy comes up with the tackle out of his cornerback spot.
Gus, what Brew was talking about with the spying of Texas A&M, it's really only going to be effective if they get them in the second and long or third and long. If Baylor stays ahead of the chains and cuts down the yardage needed, the spy won't be very effective.
Second and 6, they drop it off to the tight end underneath, and that's Niver. Jordan Niver with his 10th catch of the season, the sophomore from Spring, Texas.
Here's Niver right here. Watch how easily he gets into the secondary, and Griffin just throws it out to him, and Niver takes it right upfield for a nice gain.
Our first down line is brought to you by Russell Athletic. First down at the 42. And a flag on the play.
Ball start on the offense. Number 78, 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's Ivory Wade, the junior right tackle.
I believe that's his second one of the ball game. The first time he actually got the call against A&M when they stepped in the neutral zone. This time it goes against him.
Robert Griffin, 5 of 6, 32 yards to start this game. He's now faced with a first down and 15 at the 47. Griffin, pump fake, over the middle, and that ball is caught. Griffin throwing a strike on the play as Lanier Sampson grabs it, and Sampson gains 18 yards.
And look at what they had set up in there. They ended up having a 6-man box count on the last play. That meant Robert Griffin had his option, run it inside with Ganaway or fake it and throw it.
Griffin again. All day to throw the ball over the middle, incomplete. That one hit Kendall Wright in the hands, and the normally sure-handed Wright unable to hold on to that missile.
And you know why he didn't catch this one? Look what he came out of. See that? It was 3 people that he was running through, and at the end of the play, it looked like Caleb Russell's hand got in the way and maybe distracted him a bit.
Second down and 10. This time Griffin hands it off to Ganaway. He'll run straight ahead. Stephen Jenkins with the tackle, and that'll bring up a big third down for Baylor.
And let's see where Sean Porter lines up for Texas A&M. Is he in a spy, or is he going to rush the passer? I believe that's him here, looking like he's coming after the quarterback.
Third down and 6 at the 25. They need to get to the 19 for first down. Griffin, he'll run it. Griffin gets the first down and more as he gets to the 15-yard line. Caleb Russell stopping it.
And this is just intelligence by Robert Griffin, because as the ball snapped, he's looking to throw the football. No progression there, and then he's got Ganaway leading, so it's almost like a delayed quarterback draw. First down, Baylor.
Griffin averaging close to 5 yards per run this year. Looks to the far side, and another completion to Lanier Sampson. Sampson now with 15 catches on the year. Red zone numbers for Robert Griffin this season.
17 touchdowns, 2 field goals, so 19 out of 23 successful. After the turnover, you know Baylor's only thinking 6.
Griffin this time goes to the other sideline, right. And Wright stumbles forward, picks up the first down as he gets close to the 5-yard line.
And if that tackle's not made by number 4, Tony Hurd, that's a celebration for Baylor in the end zone. That's what happens with spread offenses. Many tackles in open field become touchdown-saving tackles.
First down and goal to the 7. 11th play of the drive that started at the Baylor 27. They hand it off. Salubi, and he stood up and taken down maybe a yard on the play. Tony Hurd, as well as Porter coming in to fill up the hole. Second down and goal at the 6.
It's been tough sledding inside. I think in this play, you keep it in Griffin's hands and let him create.
They may not get this play off.
Timeout, Baylor.
Play
First
clock
charge
down
of
to
the first
1,
half.
and Baylor
Timeout
calls
on
the
field.
timeout. 4:45 to play in the first quarter. Baylor threatening.
We'll be here if you get off early.
Is he working the late shift again?
Yep.
Hey, you made it. Power outage. That's the 3rd one this week.
Buffalo Wild Wings, Wings Beer Sports.
Oh, it's my boss.
We're good at tailgating, but to be great, well, you need a little coaching.
That's where I come in. Coach, are we running super cold activation today? Always, Gary. Only Coors Light tells you when your beer goes from cold to super cold. Frost brewed on 3. 1, 2, 3. Frost brewed. Ice down those Coors Lights, baby. Ice.
When it comes to big refreshment, we could all use a little coaching.
Nice crossing pattern, Randy.
We're tailgating at the next level.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Frost brewed Coors Light, the game's most refreshing beer.
A little help, guys.
Take away the crowd, the opponents, and all that's left is the moment an NCAA student-athlete leaves it all on the field. But did they make a difference in their community, or just the final score? The Buick Human Highlight Reel celebrates athletes who leave more than their all. They leave a lasting legacy. Share your story and help inspire at ncaa.com/Buick.
Can I help you?
Yeah, can I get a full-size car?
For full-size cars, please listen to the following menu. For convertibles, press *1. I didn't catch that. To speak to a representative, please say representative now.
Representative.
Goodbye.
You don't like automated customer service, and neither do we. That's why, unlike other cards, no matter when you call Chase Sapphire Preferred, you'll immediately get a person, not a prompt. Chase Sapphire Preferred, a card of a different color.
Chase Sapphire Preferred, this is Julie in Springfield.
I cannot live in this house.
What are you doing here? American Horror Story, Wednesday at 10 on FX.
The great views from just above the field are from our Chase Sapphire action cam. 4:45 to play, first quarter. Baylor with the football, second down and goal at the 6-yard line. Baylor so far 17 offensive plays, A&M 9.
We spend a lot of time, and rightfully so, talking about the quarterback, Robert Griffin, but many, many options on offense for Baylor. Kendall Wright, Tevin Reese, Ganaway, number 24. And the tight ends, of course, Niver.
Griffin, short drop, underneath. Touchdown, Baylor. Terrific job by Kendall Wright, cradling the football, and Baylor's on the board first.
Excellent throw and catch. It's just a slant route inside, and he gets inside of Trent Hunter, number 1, and uses his body in a really nice throw by Griffin because he keeps it low where only his receiver will catch it, or it's an incompletion. No chance of it popping up and turning into an interception.
9th receiving touchdown of the year for Kendall Wright. Aaron Jones with the extra point. Baylor with a 7-0 lead on the road. Coming up, Ryan Tannehill. Will he respond? We'll find out right after this.
You may kiss the bride.
You don't keep running when you're stopped, so why should your car's engine? Technology that shifts from gas to electric power and back seamlessly. Another way Buick LaCrosse with e-assist can offer 36 miles per gallon. Learn more at Buick.com.
The Maroon and White Collection, officially licensed Texas A&M jewelry from Collegiate Jewel. Available exclusively at Montelongo's Fine Jewelry, 401 University Drive East, College Station.
It's the season of tailgating, the season of touchdowns. It's truck season at your Texas Best Chevy dealers. Now save $7,000 on a new Texas Edition Silverado. $7,000 in savings or get 0% financing for 60 months. And just announced, get 0% financing for 60 plus $1,500 bonus cash on a new Avalanche or Silverado. So whether you're towing, hauling, or tailgating, the truck for this season is Silverado. It's truck season at your Texas Best Chevy dealers or TexasBestChevy.com.
The Maroon and White Collection. Officially licensed Texas A&M jewelry from Collegiate Jewel. Available exclusively at Montelongo's Fine Jewelry, 401 University Drive East, College Station.
The League, all new Thursday at 10:30, only on FX.
Now look at the Baylor scoring drive. 12 plays, 73 yards. They eat up 430 as Wright catches his 9th touchdown pass of the season. Robert Griffin, 9 of 11, 66 yards and a touchdown.
Remember we said at the top he can beat you with his arm and his legs, but how about his mind? He understands that if he throws that football into traffic and the ball pops up, it could be an interception. He put it in a spot where only his receiver would catch it or it would be a harmless incompletion.
So Ryan Tannehill chomping at the bit after throwing an interception on A&M's first drive of the game. Ben Park sends it away, and here comes A&M as Ben Molina returns the football, and he gets it to the 27. Time now for a Chick-fil-A game break. Here's Kevin Frazier in Los Angeles.
Gus, Marcus Allen left Denard Robinson off his Heisman board. Why, Marcus? Because I wanted to motivate him. It worked. Denard against Michigan State. Great run there, but the Spartans have battled back. We're tied at 7. No comment, guys, on these uniforms.
Michigan, a little risque there. First down at 10 at the 25. Michael trying to get outside, stutter steps, and will lower his head to get to the 31. K.J. Morton dropping it.
Well, the throwbacks worked against Notre Dame, and they wore them in the blue, so they decided to just kind of bring it into the white. You know how it is when you're undefeated. You don't want to change a thing. You want to keep it rolling.
Here's a catch, Jeff Fuller, who went out of the game last week against Texas Tech with a head injury. K.J. Morton stops him, but He is the big play threat for this A&M offense.
And it'll be interesting to see how he's reintegrated into the offense. He's been dinged all year. Hamstring injury, the head injury last week, not getting as many reps in practice.
3rd down and 2, play fake, Tannehill rolling out of the pocket. He has running room, and he'll pick up the 1st down. What an interesting young man. Had a chance to sit down with him yesterday at the A&M facility.
And we talked to it and enjoyed our time with him, and we all got out of it. He's got a good mind. Coach Brew talked about his decision-making at the top of the show. There was another example. No open receiver, use your legs to pick up the 1st down.
1st down and 10 at the 37. And a handoff, Michael, and he'll hop forward. Kristen Michael over the 45-yard line of the 47. A 9-yard pickup, 2nd and short for the Aggies. Michael picks up the 1st down for Texas A&M. Coffey and Dixon combining on the tackle.
Offside on the defense, number 18. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
And that's Tevin Elliott. Tell you what, CD, these two teams, I don't think you can play any faster.
No, and what's interesting is how fast this is moving along because the ball's not hitting the ground very often. These are two very accurate throwers, so there will be a lot of completions. The clock will keep moving, save for 1st downs and resetting chains.
Cyrus Gray back in the game now for A&M, 1st down. Tannehill to the sideline. Nice throw. Wachiku gets to the 34 and picks up 13.
When Brew gave us a scouting report, watch to the top of the screen. It's an out cut. He talked about the comeback route that Ryan Tannehill throws so well. That's similar, and we just saw it on display. To the far side of the field, plenty of arm.
1st down to the 36 of Baylor, and they'll hand it off to Gray. Running over the right side, and Gray taken down this time. Nicholas Jean-Baptiste, the senior from Stafford, Texas.
Can you believe that he was really a invited, recruited walk-on? They didn't want a scholarship. Jean-Baptiste in the beginning came in, worked, molded himself, and now look at the size and the production that they're getting from him.
6'2", 335 pounds. 2nd down and 8. Play fake. Tannehill deep in the pocket. Fires to the sideline. Swope with the catch, and Swope. Did he get out of bounds? Mike Hicks grabbed him, but it's a 16-yard pickup.
Nice job by Ryan Swope working through traffic from one side of the field to the other. Tannehill with protection and patience finds him.
Swope in the slot. Tannehill stops, that one deflected. And incomplete. Nicely done by K.J. Morton to get a hand on that football. Tannehill threw a touchdown on this play last week.
See, that's K.J. Morton, the corner, coming on a corner pressure, corner blitz from the short side of the field, and does an excellent job getting both hands into the passing lane and batting down an intended pass.
9th play of the drive that started at the A&M 25, 2nd and 10. Here's the pitch. Gray wants to throw it! Enzo Fuller! Incomplete. No flag on the play. K.J. Morton there defensively for Baylor.
So watch here at the bottom of your screen. Number 8 Fuller, a little stop and go, fakes the stalk block, a little contact in the, and he got a hook on the backside, but I thought they had both hands on each other. A good non-call.
3rd down and 10. Tannehill on the move. Fires. Incomplete. That one thrown low, intended for Wachiku, and that'll bring on Randy Bullock to attempt a field goal.
And you know who's especially happy right now? Is Phil Bennett, the defensive coordinator of Baylor. Their strategy in this game, bend but don't break, and anytime they have a chance to swap 7 for 3. Remember, the offense gave them 7. If they can hold A&M to 3 here, they'll be ecstatic.
Randy Bullock, 9 for 10 this season, had a 45-yarder last week against A&M. And he remains almost perfect. 35-yard field goal. Texas A&M on the board with 1:24 to go here in the first quarter. Now tonight, ALCS Game 6 is in Arlington, Texas, and the Tigers hope to force a decisive Game 7 while the Rangers look to punch their ticket to the World Series. Legends are born in October. Game 6 of the ALCS between the Tigers and Rangers begins tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, only on Fox.
Your Tigers going with Max Scherzer tonight. You got to win 2, but obviously you can't get it done without winning the first one. How you feeling, partner?
I'm nervous.
And there's Phil Bennett, the defensive coordinator. This is the 8th Division 1A defense he's coordinated, the former head coach at SMU. He's normally a lot more aggressive, normally more of a blitzer. They're not there yet with this defense, but they're getting more pressure from their defensive ends, and they're a bend, don't break, and he has to absolutely love that one. Giving up points, not fun, but only 3, that works for him.
So Randy Bullock will send it away. Antoine Goodley and Levi Norwood are back deep, and this will kick out of the end zone again. So the Bears will have it at their own 20-yard line. And a Chick-fil-A game break. Here's Kevin Frazier.
Last year, Wisconsin put up 83 points on Indiana. James White, well, getting the party started.
Kevin, this is the definition of great feet right there.
Great touchdown, 15-yard run. Wisconsin probably trying to impress those BCS voters. That poll comes out, and it's all important, as you know, Gus.
And Kevin and Marcus, remember last year Wisconsin dropped around 70 points on that Indiana team, which led to the dismissal of their head coach Bill Lynch. Kevin Wilson trying to get it going at Indiana. I think it's the wrong year to take on Wisconsin.
First down for Baylor at the 20. Griffin in trouble, scrambling. Griffin gets out of the pocket, throws on the run, and it is caught. Wow, what a great play. Terrence Williams with the reception, a gain of 21.
Is this not the very definition of extending a play as a quarterback?
First down at the 36 now for Baylor. And a handoff, Ganaway. And Terrence Ganaway has done a terrific job. Last week against Iowa State, 23 carries, 200 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Gus, in his career at Baylor, he had 495 total yards coming into this season. Coming in today, he's already run for 536.
Second down and 9 to the 37. Griffin. Once again, it's Terrence Williams. And Terrence Williams becoming a favorite target. He came into this game with 14 catches, averaging close to 15 yards per catch. He gets 8 on that reception.
And he got Robert Griffin's attention early this year against TCU. 6 catches, 126 yards, and 2 touchdowns in that historic win.
And this should take us to the end of the first quarter with the score. Baylor 7, Texas A&M 3 coming up. The second quarter from Aggieland right after this.
Now it's time for a one-of-a-kind party. Let's have a real good time. 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 Hey, mami, vamos a disfrutar la vida. Let's have a real good time.
Regenerative brakes capturing energy. Stop-start technology saving fuel. Regenerative brakes capturing energy. Stop-start technology saving fuel.
You gonna do that the whole trip?
Optimize aerodynamics engaging.
The new Buick LaCrosse with e-Assist, the most fuel-efficient car in its class.
People of Philadelphia, I never ever said that Arby's new Ultimate Angus Philly was better than one of your famous Philly sandwiches. I just said it was so good even Philadelphians might like it. I know a good Philly, and that's a good Philly. Really good.
Nicely done. Yeah.
Not bad. Glad you like it. Introducing Arby's new Ultimate Angus Philly. Thinly sliced premium Angus beef, oven roasted and piled high. With hot melted Swiss. It could be the best Philly outside Philly. Arby's, it's good mood food.
The Unprepared Man's Guide to Hunting. Your office attire may blend in at work, but in the outdoors, it can be a hindrance. Not to worry. Start by rolling in mud until evenly coated. Affix leaves in alternating colors. Ribbed sleeves to create foliage bandana. And there we go.
Don't be that guy. Come into Gander Mountain and get everything for your next outdoor adventure. Gander Mountain, we live outdoors.
World Broadcast Premiere.
Nobody really knew what this place was.
District 9, Wednesday at 7:30, followed by an all-new American Horror Story on FX.
And welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Baylor leading 7-3 on the road. Gus Johnson and Charles Davis and CD. Robert Griffin as good as advertised.
And maybe even a little bit better because it hasn't come easy today. The pressure's been in his face. He's managed to escape and elude most of the time, save one sack. And then the presence of mind to find open receivers downfield or tuck it and run it. I love his presence on the football field.
Griffin, 11 of 13, 91 yards and a touchdown. But the yards are pretty even so far. Baylor with 111 total yards, A&M with 107. Third down and 1 for the Bears. And they hand it Ganaway. Looking for the first down.
Not sure.
And it will be close as Spencer Neely, the junior defensive tackle, comes up with the stop. So that'll make it fourth down and short. And here comes the 12th man. Looks like Baylor's going to go for it.
They've run in an extra big guy. This is a perfect opportunity for a big fake by Robert Griffin and try and get something deep.
They hand it off Ganaway and a first down Baylor.
Number 24, Terrence Ganaway runs.
And you got to give that man a lot of credit. Art Briles named Baylor's 25th head coach. Prior to that, he was at the University of Houston from 2003 to 2007. He's really resurrected this program.
And what I like most about what he said to us when we had our conference call with him, I just tried to do the best job possible at every job I was in. No master plan to be in a certain place. Just do the best job and things work out.
Griffin, nice strike. Terrence Williams has had the hot hand in the first half for Baylor. He gains 9 on that play.
These receivers continue to mature and grow up. It's no longer simply the Kendall Wright show for Baylor.
4 catches for Williams. And Terrence Ganaway running the football. He'll pick up a couple. And that is another first down for the Bears.
What's impressing me most about Griffin today is now that I'm seeing him live, all the things you see on tape, the arm. Robert Griffin can make every throw you need in any offense you want to play him in.
From the 42. Ganaway, oh, he stumbles. as he crosses the 40-yard line to the 38. Looks like he tripped over Jordan Nivar, his teammate. Yes, he did. Second down and 8. Griffin firing up the sideline. Incomplete. Terrific coverage there by Terrence Frederick. Terrence Williams, the intended receiver. What a game for Terrence Frederick last week.
Line of defense, number 8. Line up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
He did play awfully well. Garrick Williams was bluffing a rush towards the quarterback and got caught on the snap count in the neutral zone. But you're right, Terrence Frederick was terrific last week at Texas Tech. There's Tim DeRuiter, the defensive coordinator for Texas A&M, not enjoying the penalties that his defense has caused so far. They're helping to keep drives moving for Baylor.
Second down and 3 at the 35. Glasgow Martin in the game at running back. And Glasgow will go straight ahead, the sophomore from Round Rock, Texas. Stony Point High School. And he gains a yard. Third down and 2.
I don't think they run it inside this time.
Griffin, he wants to run it, gets outside, slides down, and picks up the first down.
All that was the companion play of the previous play. Handed it off inside. This time they just take it and keep it. And Griffin gets to the corner, and with his ability, extends the football over the line. And remember, it's unofficial, but it looks like he picked up the first down.
And there's an injured player on the field, Garrick Williams for Texas A&M. And we will return to College Station right after this. 7-3.
AT&T and Verizon charge you extra for going over 2 gigabytes of data. T-Mobile slows down your data speed. With Sprint, you don't get charged extra and you don't slow down. And you get unlimited data, text, and calling to any mobile for only $79.99. The best unlimited plan wins. Make the most of unlimited data with a brilliant screen on a pencil-thin phone. Introducing the Samsung Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch.
Like so many great pioneers before me, guided only by a dream, I'm embarking on a journey of epic proportion. I will travel from sea to shining sea, through amber waves of grain, and I won't stop until I've helped every driver in America save hundreds on car insurance. Well, I'm at the parking lot. That's a good start.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Applebee's 2 for $20 is back and fresher than ever. So grab your 2 for $20 club and come in for our new chicken fettuccine carbonara. That's 1 appetizer, 2 entrees, just $20. It's the freshest 2 for $20 yet, only at Applebee's. Now serving half-price appetizers late night.
Everyone here at Tom Light would like to congratulate Chevrolet on 100 years.
Congratulations, Chevrolet!
Chevrolet is celebrating 100 years, and Tom Light Chevrolet is celebrating 40 years. That's 40 years of serving the Brazos Valley. To celebrate, we are getting our 2012s out early. Drive off in a 2012 Chevy Cruze for only $16,799.
At Tom Light Chevrolet, we won't lose your business over price. That's our family's name on the building and our promise to you.
Audio Video has all the latest and greatest in home electronics at the guaranteed best prices. But what makes them unique is their product knowledge, expert installation, quick service if you have any problems, and ability to make your home theater easy to operate. Let Audio Video maximize your home theater experience. New technology with old-fashioned service. Audio Video, sights and sounds for your eyes and ears.
And Derek Williams walked off the field on his own, and he's on the A&M sideline trying to stretch it out. Now this college football season, Fox Sports is proud to support the Dream Foundation, who are making dreams come true for adults facing a life-threatening illness. There is no greater time to help those in need than when time is limited. Text DREAM to 41518 to donate $10 and turn dreams into lasting memories. 11th play of the drive for Baylor, first down at the A&M 32. Griffin, flag on the play, and Griffin sacked. But this one may be coming back to Montre Moore again with a big play.
Offside on the defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's Neely jumping offside.
Another play that hurts the defense. So there's Neely right in the middle. He jumps. And then DeMontre Moore comes and gets the sack. Once again, beating Ivory Wade, number 78, and puts Griffin down. That play negated by the offsides inside.
First down and 5 now. Griffin firing out wide. Nice catch. Tevin Reese. And Reese tiptoes out of bounds inside the 20, making the 18 a 9-yard gain.
And Gus, the penalties by Texas A&M's defense, it doesn't just hurt them in field position, it hurts them with strategy. Because they want to spy, they want to change up, they want to change their coverages and disguise. Instead of 1st and 10 or 2nd and long after the sack, they end up with 1st and 5, changes everything you do on defense.
First down at the A&M 17. Here comes a corner blitz. It's complete. Sampson. And Robert Griffin had a defender right in his face, and he stood in there for a gain of 9.
Stood and delivered.
2nd and 1. And it's Ganaway. And Ganaway gets inside the 5.
Number 24, Terry.
That was nice run after contact by Ganaway. He should have been down in the backfield. The hit from Lionel Smith as we look at the play chart.
14th play of the drive that started at the Baylor 20-yard line. They're eating up clock and keeping that A&M offense off the field. Salubi in the backfield. Inside handoff, and it's Ganaway.
Number 24.
And this is a 6-minute drive for the Baylor Bears.
Just grinding away, and most coaches aren't real thrilled with these super long drives. They're actually worried that turnovers will happen with their offense. But Baylor's taking care of the ball awfully well, and I think that you can probably trust it with RG3 handling it. Tim DeRuiter, the coordinator, trying to find a way to end this drive.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. And a false start coming up against Baylor. And that's what Coach DeRuiter talked about yesterday.
False start on the offense. Number 68, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
A&M, they want to force turnovers on defense. They haven't forced a turnover since the SMU game.
The season opener. And that penalty against Cyril Richardson, the offensive lineman. Remember, on long drives, everyone gets a little bit tired. Who will hold in there mentally and keep their sharpness?
2nd and goal at the 8. Here comes a corner blitz again. Griffith throws incomplete. And that'll bring up a big 3rd down.
And I believe Baylor got away with one here.
That is a hold.
The very definition. Cyril Richardson, the left tackle.
3rd down goal at the 8-yard line. Salubi motions out of the backfield. Griffin sacked again. They got him from the backside. Wonderful job. Caleb Russell gets to the quarterback.
Normally coverage sacks occur because you've covered downfield for a long time. But the coverage is good on the initial throw from Robert Griffin. He wanted to fire a slant inside early, but the coverage was so good he couldn't throw it, and then the defenders got to him and take him down.
Aaron Jones in to attempt the field goal. 31 yards. No good. So the Texas A&M defense holds. Robert Griffin on the ground for the 2nd time. 7-3, Bears.
Try our tasty chicken minis for breakfast.
Capital One's new cash rewards card gives you a 50% annual bonus, so you earn 50% more cash. According to research, everybody likes more cash. Well, almost everybody. Would you like 50% more cash? No. But it's more money.
The new Capital One Cash Rewards Card. The card for people who want 50% more cash.
What's in your wallet? Whoa!
Perfect. Hey! Wait, I'm John Lynch, 9-time Pro Bowler, world champ.
What do you bring to a party that has everything? Fresh, creamy Hass avocados. Nothing else will do.
Puppies!
I want to protect the people I put in harm's way.
Iron Man, Monday at 8 on FX.
Wednesday.
What are you doing here?
Vivian needs to know.
I love my wife.
I'm very discreet. I cannot live in this house. I am just horrified for you and your family.
American Horror Story. Wednesday at 10 on FX.
Fox College football is presented by Chick-fil-A. We didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Welcome back. Baylor going on a 17-play, 67-yard drive, eating up 7 minutes, and they come out of it, Charles, with no points.
Similar to last year, a 16-play and 11-play drive with no points against A&M last year. Remember, A&M, as we said, hasn't forced a turnover really since SMU. They got one against Oklahoma State when Justin Blackman fumbled out of the end zone, but that doesn't count to them. That didn't feel right. They didn't force a turnover, but no points. Felt like they forced a turnover on that drive.
First down and 10 for Tannehill. And on first down, that ball knocked away. Nicely done by K.J. Morton. Now a Chick-fil-A game break.
Gus, Wisconsin, lighting up the scoreboard. How about this, Marcus Allen?
Kevin, every running back's dream is to throw a pass in a game.
Russell Wilson, the touchdown. Did you ever throw one?
1 in college and 6 in the pros.
I'm glad you're counting. Charles, you would have never bid on that.
I would have been turned around like a top.
That's a movement.
Offside. Defense number 13. Contact in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Makes coaches crazy. The inside guys closest to the football are the ones we're seeing jumping. We saw Spencer Neely do it for Texas A&M. Now we're seeing Tracy Robertson do it for Baylor.
Second down and 5 at the 25. Cyrus Gray in the backfield for A&M. Tannehill, quick strike, Swope. Making 1-2 defenders miss. That picks up the first down. Hey, Coach Brew, what do you have on the sideline?
Well, yeah, that was a huge series right there. Just like a turnover, A&M comes out of it with no points. A&M's got to find a way to, get back to running the ball here. Two backs have been very good to them, and then they can get to the passing game. They're more physical than Baylor is at this point.
And I think the offensive line would love that strategy, Brew, because they like to fire out and hit people. And the longer the Texas Tech game went on, that's what we saw last week.
First down to the 31. Tannehill, sideline, incomplete. Jeff Fuller taking his eyes off the football, and that brings up second and long.
You wonder about a little bit of rust. Timing, we talked about it at the beginning of the game. An injured hamstring all year long has limited his reps in practice. Did not practice much this week after the injury at Texas Tech. A terrific receiver, not fully engaged at the moment.
Second down, double screen, Swope. And Swope maybe a yard on the play. I'll tell you what, Joe Williams comes up and makes the open field tackle. This Baylor team is doing a nice job of tackling.
And they were worried in the preseason about inexperienced corners. Tyler Stevenson, who was supposed to start, has been injured. K.J. Morton transferred in late from junior college. Joe Williams, also a junior college transfer. All doing a nice job of open field tackling early in this game.
3rd down and 9 at the 32. A&M not showing a vertical passing game. Here's Tannehill. Now he throws it. Swoop! Caught! Down the field! Touchdown A&M! 68 yards!
Mike Sherman told us in our meeting that one of his goals was to have more strikes downfield. He said he hasn't done a good enough job calling them, and they haven't executed it. A mission accomplished early today.
10-7. A&M. Aggies making big plays when they need them. First a missed field goal, and then Tannehill finding Swope. Aggies by 3.
Can I help you?
Yeah, can I get a full-size car?
For full-size cars, please listen to the following menu. For convertibles, press star 1. I didn't catch that. To speak to a representative, please say representative now.
Representative.
Goodbye.
You don't like automated customer service, and neither do we. That's why, unlike other cards, no matter when you call Chase Sapphire Preferred, you'll immediately get a person, not a prompt. Chase Sapphire Preferred, a card of a different color.
Chase Sapphire Preferred, this is Julie in Springfield.
I can't believe I'm here with my fantasy football pick, Reggie Bush.
I can't believe any Pizza Hut pizza is now just $10.
It's like a fantasy wrapped in a fantasy, surrounded by a dream.
That's kind of weird. ...
awesome.
Right now, $10 gets you any pizza, any size, any crust, any toppings. Delivery, carryout, or dine-in, only $10. You can win a trip to the X Factor finale just by adding Pepsi and breadsticks to your online order for $5 more. Only at your Pizza Hut.
The Build Ford Tough Sales event is going on now at your hometown Ford dealer, Varsity Ford Lincoln. You'll find huge savings on the #1 selling line of trucks in America, Ford F-Series. Save over $12,000 off MSRP on the 2011 Ford F-350 King Ranch Edition. Or you can get big discounts on the entire lineup, like this 2012 Ford Focus for only $208 a month. See why Ford is the #1 selling brand in America at Varsity Ford Lincoln, on the bypass or online at varsityflm.com.
Do you know what these ladies are doing? They're having fun and getting paid for their gold at a gold buying girl party. Hi, I'm Amy, the gold buying girl. My parties are sweeping the state. It's so easy. We pay on the spot for your gold and you get a big hostess fee. This much gold could be worth $500. My parties are a much safer way to sell your gold than a pawn shop or mall. So call us today and book your party. Goldbuyinggirl.com. We pay the most for your gold.
Sons of Anarchy, all new Tuesday at 10, only on FX.
Coming up on the Geico Halftime Show, 13 unbeaten teams in action. We'll tell you who's rolling and who isn't. It's all coming up in moments when Kenny Stabler, no, actually Marcus Allen, joins me at the half.
Kevin mistaking Marcus for the snake. But how about this kid? He may have a nickname like that down the road. You just get the feeling Ryan Tannehill is just getting started in his career.
Remember, he sacrificed the first 2 years here really playing quarterback. Almost 3 years by playing receiver. Didn't get a chance to play quarterback full time. So every week out is a growth experience for him.
And this will be Goodley. He'll return it, bringing it out of his own end zone. And crosses the 20 and gets up to the 24. Tannehill with the longest pass completion of his career, 68 yards to Swope.
And watch Swope working inside. He'll get a bite here and a bite from the safety and then go upfield. See, he works there, a little stop and go. There's the bite from the corner. Morton, number 8, and then over the top, Sam Hall is supposed to help pick him up. But the move defeated him, and Swope goes the distance.
And Hall will get an earful from his coach. First down and 10 of the 23. Swope with his 3rd touchdown reception this year. Griffin, strike, up the sideline, spinning, wow! Terrence Williams, 77 yards, and just like that, The Baylor Bears strike back.
And this is a great job by Art Briles because of the long drives. Watch at the top. Coriel Judy, number 5. No real jam. It's a free release. And a good job by Terrence Williams with a slight push off of Judy to spring himself free, and he's gone. But what I liked about it was Art Briles understanding after long drives, strike quick.
Robert Griffin responding to the excellent play of Ryan Tannehill. Judy, tough job if you're a DB in this league.
Very much so, because everyone can pitch and catch in this league. And look at this, big strikes outside of the red zone, 15 of their 33 touchdowns. But let's go back. What'd they have? 12-play drive, 17-play drive that didn't result in points. And then Texas A&M was real quick, remember, on their scoring drive. So the defense didn't get much rest. Art Briles said, let's attack them right now. Let's see how their legs are holding up. And Terrence Williams did exactly that with the pass from Griffin.
And Coach Brew, things starting to really get exciting now between these two offenses.
Really outstanding. Now, I think that they went after Coriel Judy. Judy doesn't look to me, guys, like he's running as well. He's had a problem with his health. He looks to me like he got beat on the line of scrimmage, but he didn't look like to me he was running at full speed, guys. They went after him.
Brew, he's had a hamstring problem this year. He had off-season shoulder surgery. Okay, and then in the last ball game against Texas Tech, he took another ding. They were a little bit worried about him. Maybe that's what you're seeing.
And Parks sending it away. And they'll start from the 6. Molina. And Molina roughed up at the 27-yard line. And it's a 21-yard return for Ben Molina. So now Ryan Tannehill. His turn. After completing the 68-yarder to Swope, and then Robert Griffin comes back and throws a 77-yard touchdown on the first play of their drive. Tannehill will have the football at his own 27.
I think on this drive, Texas A&M would obviously take another quick strike for points, but I think they want to get their defense a little bit of rest and try and get an extended drive going, moving the football on the ground.
Here's a pitch, Michael. And Michael tripped up in open space again. Joe Williams, the sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri, Riverview Gardens High School.
He's really playing well early, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
We're seeing a lot of open field tackles from him, and on that play, he defeated a block and tripped up the back.
2nd and 10. Tannehill, sideline, caught, nice job. Wachiku looking for a crease, and a late flag on the play. This will be a late hit. Wachiku getting to the 45-yard line, a 19-yard gain, and add another 15 to that one.
It'd be the last tackle. The defender came in and hit him in the head area.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on a defense, number 6, Spearing. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Watches a Wachiku, finishes the plays. Going down, he's down there, see, leading with the head, the defender from Baylor, and that's where the flag came in. Going down, head contact, helmet to helmet, Ahmad Dixon, number 6, and that's why the flag was thrown. Young players for Baylor trying to make plays. A little overzealous on that one.
You know, A&M is a very conservative team, as most college football teams are when it comes to players being injured in the head area and neck area.
Jeff Fuller last week went out, and we talked with Mike Sherman, the head coach. He said it really wasn't a concussion, but we're always going to err on the side of safety and caution for our players. That's number 1 and paramount. Wachiku got hurt last week in the game against Texas Tech. He ended up coming back and finishing that game. They'll take him off now for additional attention.
So Tannehill now with the football at the Baylor 39, first down. Straight ahead, Michael, and a flag. Face mask coming up, Rodney Chadwick with the
Personal
tackle.
foul, face mask, on the defense, number 26. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Easy call for the officials. Chadwick folding down the line of scrimmage. A nice job by him, coming straight down the line to make the tackle, except he hooked the face mask. The call goes against Baylor. Now the penalty's mounting against the Baylor defense, helping Texas A&M's advance.
First down line brought to you by Russell Athletic. From the 23, A&M, they've received help from this Baylor team with penalties. Handoff, Michael, he spins, stiff arm, out of bounds. A 16-yard pickup for Kristen Michael.
Watch Brian Thomas here at right guard. And to his right, Jake Matthews and Patrick Lewis double team the center and then gets upfield to take out the linebacker. Well done by the center, number 61, Patrick Lewis.
First down and goal at the 7 now. Michael, the deep back, out of the I formation. Tannehill to throw. No, to shovel pass. Michael, can he get there? Touchdown!
Look at the effort at the end. The hand is extending, the ball is extending, getting it over the line. The call on the field is a touchdown. I think that with his hand down, helping himself is not a forearm that's down. They'll review it.
The previous
I think
play
it'll be a touchdown.
is under review.
So the play now being reviewed. Kristen Michael stretching out over the goal line, and you be the judge. We'll show it to you from multiple angles.
Missed tackle there by Dixon, determined running, and I feel like at the end of the play, he aided himself with his hand down. It's not a forearm. See, and he's helping himself get to the line of scrimmage. You know, when you catch a ball and you're going down, see right there, they could determine that's a forearm, but I think they're going to call it a hand. Because at a hand, if you catch a ball and you're going down, you use your hand to help yourself get up and you don't put a knee down, you're still good. The forearm going down, they consider that the body part down. I think they're going to call this a touchdown and leave it.
Well, this confirmed. Touchdown.
Kristen Michael with his 7th rushing touchdown of the season. And Texas A&M with an opportunity to take a 3-point lead. Extra point, good. 3 touchdowns, folks, watching this game in 2 minutes. And coming up, RG3 again.
Team is not something you do alone. Team is plural. Team is arms, legs, blood, sweat, and soul. A lot goes into team. But what we take away stays with us forever.
The one restaurant with unlimited amazing food for one incredibly low price just might have gone deliciously off the chart. Only Golden Corral would introduce the lusciously amazing chocolate wonderfall. Dip fresh strawberries, marshmallows, homemade macaroons, and more in a non-stop flowing river of chocolate indulgence. That's right, a non-stop flowing river of chocolate indulgence. Golden Corral. Now this is helping yourself to happiness.
Ladies, enjoying the film? Of course not. Because this is our movie! And Dr. Pepper 10 is our soda. It's only 10 manly calories, but with all 23 flavors of Dr. Pepper. It's what guys want, like this. Catchphrase. So you can keep the romantic comedies and lady drinks. We're good. Dr. Pepper 10, it's not for women!
Wednesday, television's most talked about new series is just getting started. Don't miss an all-new episode of American Horror Story this Wednesday at 10, only on FX. As you take a look at the scoring drive, 5 plays, 73 yards, 1:38, 3 touchdowns scored in less than 2 minutes between these two teams. 3 lead changes.
And that drive aided greatly by 2 big penalties against Baylor, 2 personal fouls that advanced the ball quickly for Texas A&M.
Antoine Goodley, Levi Norwood back deep. And this will be Goodley. Down the sideline. And he steps out of bounds at the 22. All right, let's take a look at the Russell Athletic game summary.
This is how it all got started. The sack by Caleb Russell led to the missed field goal by Baylor. Felt like they forced a turnover, and they hit him quick. The big pass from Tannehill to Ryan Swope for a touchdown. But one play later on offense, Baylor to Terrence Williams, Robert Griffin to Williams. He goes the distance, and then aided by a couple of big penalties. A&M right back at them for a touchdown. How long did that take, partner? The 3 touchdowns, 1:55?
That's right. First down and 10 at the 22-yard line for the Bears. Here's Robert Griffin running the football straight ahead. And he'll get to the 31. This young man, #1 nationally in completion percentage, #1 in touchdown passes with 19. As they hand it off and a tackle for a loss. Salubi running the football, but he runs into Spencer Neely, who drops him for a loss of 1.
Looked like his dad playing in the NBA, roaming in the paint, going off of bodies and checking it up. Spencer Neely chested up the runner and put him down.
3rd down and 4 to 28. A&M, they jump offside again. 3 play over the middle. Right with the catch at the 47, and he gets laid out. A 19-yard gain. Stephen Jenkins put it on him.
Flags down on the plate.
Offside, defense, penalties decline. First down.
And that's taking advantage of a free play by Baylor. The offside jump, and so you push it downfield a little farther, and Sean Porter, #10, with a big hit after the catch. And that's the top receiver for Baylor right now getting attention, Kendall Wright.
Right, shaken up, but he is a tough customer. Some people see him as being a college version of Steve Smith, the great Carolina Panthers receiver.
And if someone gives you that compliment as a player, you take it and run with it, because we're talking about toughness. We're talking about not just flash and dash, not just making big plays and catching the football, but running through traffic, bouncing off people, making tough catches in tough spots. And we just saw that with Kendall Wright.
Sean Porter actually making that hit for Texas A&M. A 19-yard gain, 1st down and 10 at the 47. Griffin has been sacked twice so far. Quick strike, incomplete. Intended for his tight end, Niver. And he just drops the football.
And this is the spot where Tim DeRuyter, the defense coordinator for Texas A&M, is imploring his players now. We have to win 1st and 2nd down to earn the right to rush the passer. If we can get to 3rd and long, I can turn you guys loose. But you have to win 1st and 2nd down in order to do so.
Aggies are looking for turnovers done. 2nd and 10 at the 47. Griffin up the sideline, incomplete. Right place, right time for Texas A&M. as Terrence Frederick breaks that one up along with Lionel Smith.
Well done. There's Tim DeRuyter. Okay, you've earned the opportunity. And just what you called for, partner. Now you can rush the passer. It's 3rd and long. But can you create a turnover? Something that they sorely need. Hard to do against Robert Griffin, who takes care of the ball so well.
3rd down and 10 at the 47. Play clock winding down to 5. Griffin dances on the run. Caught, but not enough for 1st down. Dustin Harris with the tackle on Kendall Wright back in the game.
And we got to see the spy technique that they wanted. This is Sean Porter 10. Watch him move to the middle because he's spying Robert Griffin. See, he wants to move where Griffin goes, ends up going the opposite direction when Griffin gives him a fake.
So the Bears going for it on 4th down. They need 2 yards. Gutsy play here with the ball at the A&M 45.
And they've gotten them to jump a couple of times in this game. Could they try and get them to jump here in this field position and get a cheap one?
And Griffin. They're not going to run a play.
Baylor, 2nd charge of the 1st half. 30-second timeout.
That's what they were trying to do. They were hoping to get A&M to jump, pick up a cheap one there, end up taking it there, and now they got to decide if they're going to punt it or still go for it.
And Coach Brewster, this A&M defense is starting to get that bend but don't break philosophy down pat last few series.
Yes, they are, Gus. And I tell you, right here in this situation, I think Art Briles has got to think about field position. Before the half, you got to force A&M to go 90 yards to try to get points. To me, I punt this ball every time, guys.
And Tim, don't you think here you play punt safe on defense if you're Tim DeRuyter?
Absolutely. You've got to play punt safe. You got to look for the fake. But Art's got to play field position here. This is too big of an opportunity to make it.
I agree totally. The tough part for him is he's got a freshman punter that shanked a few this year.
So Spencer Roth, his first kick, 45 yards. Dustin Harris is back deep. Roth, and he drives this one into the end zone. So A&M will have it at the 20-yard line. A 45-yard punt, a net of 25 yards. And Roth also getting an earful as he goes back to the sideline. So how about this Baylor defense, Coach Brewster?
Well, again, you know, the plan, again, for Baylor is their A&M is to tire the Baylor defense out. The screen plays play a huge part. All the bubble screens, guys, force 11 defensive players to chase the football and only 3 or 4 on offense. It's part of the plan to tire them out, use the screens.
First down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Cyrus Gray in the backfield. And they hand it to him. Trying to get outside, but he's wrapped up and taken down by K.J. Morton.
The one thing Phil Bennett, the defense coordinator for Baylor, cannot be upset with in the first half is open field tackling. It has been consistently good by his defensive backs.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
K.J. Morton, Joe Williams did a very solid job shutting people down. 2nd down and 10. Swope in motion. Play fake. Tannehill steps up. Thought about going deep. Throws on the run, and he has a receiver, Gray, out of the backfield, and Gray gets up to the 35. Cyrus Gray stopped by Ahmad Dixon, but Tannehill making things happen with his pocket mobility.
And what a nice job by Cyrus Gray uncovering himself on the sideline, stepping up into an open lane, and showing his numbers to Ryan Tannehill.
Gain of 16, Tannehill again. Deep sideline throw caught by Jeff Fuller. Covering up the football, and Fuller will get inside. Baylor territory. Morton brings him down. It's a gain of 19.
And this is where 6'4", 220 pounds of receiver keeps this from being an interception. See how he stays inside? The defensive back tried to go through his body, but he's too strong and physical to knock it free.
First down at the Baylor 45. 3:03 to play in the first half. Baylor showing blitz, and that one sails out of bounds with a flag on the play.
Offside, defense number 8, 5-yard penalty, first down.
They were going to bring the corner pressure again from the short side of the field, and KJ Morton got caught in the zone. Have not noticed Chance Casey, their best cover corner on the field in a long time, Gus. They're having to go with a backup.
First down at 5, Gray. And Gray slung to the ground by Nicolas Jean-Baptiste. That name just rolls off your tongue. Nicolas Jean-Baptiste.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
And if he doesn't go on and play at the next level, he should go into acting, because he'll get roles just by the name.
2:37 and counting remaining in the first half. 2nd and 6 at the 41. Tannehill, far side. Jeff Fuller again. A steady diet of Jeff Fuller now.
And you notice it's a little nickel and dime going now, isn't it? Because they want to do two things. They want to set up the out and up, but right now they want to milk the clock. They want to bleed it down, because the last thing they want is RG3 with the football with plenty of time to respond.
Gray cuts it back, spins, and goes down at the 22. Elliott Coffey, Mike Hicks there to stop the slippery Cyrus Gray.
Watch him, sticks his foot in the ground and finds it, and look at the vision on the cutback, runs through some, look at that, bam, foot in the ground, straight upfield, into the gap, great vision on the cutback, finishes the run.
Gray, 5'10", 200 pounds, a senior from DeSoto, Texas. Gains 12 on the play, first down at the Baylor 23. Tannehill, here's a double move in the corner! Incomplete. Wachiku. And he had a step, but Tannehill just couldn't put it on him.
They set it up with all the out routes they've run on this drive. And as we anticipated, the out and up came, and Tannehill just missed an open Wachiku.
2nd and 10 at the 23. And Michael gets the first down. Sam Hall with the stop on defense. But right now, in terms of the running game, the Aggies are laying heavy on Baylor.
Down in their third red zone possession, and the offensive line guys are firing out and smacking people. And remember, with all 3 timeouts, A&M can still afford to run the football.
Remember, Tannehill is a terrific runner, former wide receiver. They hand it off. Gray, still on his feet, lowers his shoulder. Ha ha! That's 7 hard, exciting yards for A&M.
In pregame, I watched him going through cones, working on his foot quickness, and we see the spin. We see the second spin. The feet never stop. A whirling dervish, putting A&M in business inside the 10.
And a timeout called by A&M with 45 seconds remaining. Now don't forget, coming up at the half, it's the Geico Halftime Show with Kevin Frazier and the Heisman Trophy Hall of Famer. I think that's what we can call Marcus, the Heisman Trophy Hall of Famer. They'll have the latest from all around the country, scores and highlights, unbeaten teams on the road as well.
I think Cyrus Gray knows that the Heisman Trophy Hall of Famer's watching with moves like that. Brew, did we just see a great example of why you coaches scream at your teams to conserve timeouts in a half? With all 3 timeouts available, A&M could continue to run the football on that drive.
Absolutely, and this will be devastating for Baylor to give up a score here, go 80 yards. Punter did a poor job of not getting the ball down, guys. Giving up the score here will be very tough on this Baylor team.
First down and goal at the 7. 10th play of the drive that started at the Aggie 20-yard line. Cyrus Gray, the lone setback. They give it to him. And Gray taken down and knocked backwards. Great job by Gary Mason Jr.
Just crashed down from his defensive end position and was in perfect position to chest up the running back and put him on the ground.
And that's the second timeout call by Texas A&M with 34 seconds remaining in the first half.
See, this is where I think they have to have some type of run-pass option if they're going to use Tannehill. They won't want to run the football here.
And Coach Brew, yesterday, you asked Tannehill what would he run if he had his choice with the ball around the 7 or 8 yard line.
Well, that's exactly right. And I'll tell you what, he wants to get in 5 wides, guys. He loves Cinco. He loves to force the defense to show their coverage. No disguise when you got 5 wides on the field. And then he'd like to find Ryan Swope, guys, on a little option on the inside slot.
Would that keep Baylor from bringing pressure if they go 5 wides, even in this situation?
Yeah, absolutely, guys. They got to show their blitz. They got to show coverage here versus 5 wides. And, guys, here we got it.
5 wides. Tannehill in the shotgun. He also likes Fuller on the fade. Underneath, Swope! Touchdown! Great call, Coach Brewster.
Swope on the inside. He's going to run the out route here. The ball's delivered. And watch the determination as he turns it up and finds the goal line. Running against Ahmad Dixon, their best defender, but he beats him to the outside and turns it upfield.
Extra point up and good. 33 seconds remaining in the first half. A&M up 24-14.
Look at the finish from Ryan Swope. Knows where the goal line is, puts it right on it. That's a touchdown. A&M with another one, and they bled the clock all the way down to 33 seconds. Makes it tough to respond for RG3, but how about the call? Yes, Tim, you asked him for his favorite call down there. He delivers it for you on cue.
Ryan Tannehill nailed it, didn't he, guys? And I'll tell you what, Swope did a great job of pushing the defender and separating, creating some space for the touchdown. Nicely executed play.
As you take a look at the scoring drive, Swope, 7 catches, 114 yards, a couple of touchdowns in the first half. His 6th 100-yard receiving game of his career. Tannehill knows how to find his favorite receiver in money moments.
Ryan Swope has been consistently good all year long, but I thought he had a little bit of an off game last week against Texas Tech. A couple of uncharacteristic drops. Wasn't the same presence we normally see. Obvious he spent all week thinking, I'm going to show you guys again.
33 seconds to go. Robert Griffin will get another opportunity. And this is Goodley. And Goodley gets to the 25. So Baylor with 1 timeout remaining. The Bears take over with 29 seconds to go at their own 24-yard line.
Brew, I think ordinary teams take a knee and go into the half and regroup. But when you've got a quarterback who's thrown 1 interception all year and takes care of the ball, they may want to try a screen or a draw and get some space and maybe take a shot or 2.
They make a habit of scoring quickly, guys. With RG3, I'm going to tell you, they're going to try to push the ball down the field.
Griffin. Almost picked off. And it is picked off. Touchdown A&M. Trent Hunter.
Let's see if this really is an interception. driving on the football. That ball hits the ground and then bounces up. That was Charlie Thomas, number 9, the linebacker. That's got to be an incompletion. And bring it back for second down.
I think the previous play is under review.
That's very easy for the replay officials. So now Baylor can regroup and think about second down. See the ball go through Thomas, clearly hitting the ground. Then it kicks off of the foot of Kendall Wright and pops up into the air, creating the illusion that it's a tip drill. Ground easily. So the replay officials, they know that's an incompletion. Now they have to determine the time left, Gus, and what's left in the half. They've got to reset the clock.
So Griffin, we don't know how much time he actually will have, but he will go back on the field during the closing moments of the first half here. So he should get between 20 and 22 seconds.
After review, the ball hit the ground, therefore incomplete pass. It'll be Baylor's ball, 2nd and 10 on the 24-yard line. Timer, please reset the game clock to 25 seconds. 25 on the game clock.
So he'll actually get an extra 3 seconds, 25.
So after you trust your quarterback, Brew, and he throws one like that, do you tuck your horns in here, or do you continue your trust?
CD, I take a knee here and get in the locker room right now. Let's go. Let's go make some halftime adjustments. Let's take a knee and get out right now.
You gave him an opportunity. He scared you to death. Let's get out of here and regroup, says Tim.
I don't know if that's the Baylor philosophy.
He's only thrown 1 interception all year long. Let's see, he's under center. That seems like a handoff play.
Prior to the ball being snapped, timeout, Texas A&M. Second charge of the first half, 30-second timeout.
Does that tell you how much RG3 scares defenses? In a situation it looks like you're going to go ahead and shut it down, they want to make sure that they're covered in all facets, just in case he wants to do something big.
He did throw a touchdown in this game, a 77-yarder on one play. So he can get the ball to his receivers quickly and up the field. Robert Griffin III. What an impressive young man. And I'm more impressed with him off the field than on the field.
The son of 2 Army veterans, graduated degree in political science in 3 years. He started graduate school, apparently will petition the NCAA to go to law school next year and maybe reduce his course load while playing if he decides to come back.
400-meter Big 12 hurdles champion as a freshman. Sky is the limit for this kid. And they'll hand it off to Ganaway. And that may take us to the end of the first half as Jonathan Stewart brings him down. 24-14. Our score at halftime. It's been an explosive half of football for both these teams. A&M with 300 yards in total offense. Baylor with 258 yards in total offense. And we have a 10-point game. A&M as both teams head into the locker room. And let's go downstairs to Coach Brewster.
Coach, talk about the change in momentum there at the end of the first half. And it all started with your punter in the short field punting the ball in the end zone. Then you go 80 yards.
Yeah, I mean, we gave up, we felt like 15, 16 yards there. You know, when you're punting the ball from that infield, you got to get them down inside the 20. We'll just be a little more aggressive on 4th downs here the second half, you know.
Coach, how does the lack of a run game affect your thoughts in the second half? You going to stay patient with the running game?
I think so. You know, it's a 10-point game. You know, we're playing good enough on both sides of the ball to win it. Just got to execute. Had a 19-play drive, no points. Can't do that.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you very much. Halftime here at College Station with the score. Texas A&M 24, Baylor 14. We'll send you to Kevin Frazier and Marcus Allen in Los Angeles. for the Geico Halftime Show after these messages.
Saving for our child's college fund was getting expensive.
Yes, it was. So to save some money, we taught our 5-year-old how to dunk.
Scholarship. Honey, go get him.
There's an easier way to save. Get online. Go to geico.com. Get a quote. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Here, this is my world. This place inspires me to be tougher, to stay sharper, to think faster. They may be just streets to you, but to me, they're playgrounds.
So how was school today?
I have to be a tree in the school play.
Good, you like trees?
Well, I like climbing them, but I've never been one.
Good point.
Annie gets to be the princess.
Oh.
But she has to kiss a boy, and he's dressed up like a big green frog. Ew.
Fly without putting your life on pause. Be yourself non-stop. American Airlines.
Emily, check this out. Oh my gosh.
Send her back to college for a sophomore year. Co-signed a credit card, buy books, not beer. But the second that she shut the door, girls started blowing up their credit score. She bought a pizza party for the whole dorm floor. 100 pounds of makeup at the makeup store. And to take it down to spring break in Mexico. But her folks didn't know, cause her folks didn't go to freecreditscore.com. Hard times for daddy and mom.
Offer applies with enrollment at freecreditscore.com.
It's time for what Texas A&M does best. Driving our service to Texas and the nation in research and discovery. Lifting us to the top of the list for corporate recruitment and jobs. Aggie spirit shines as we challenge and advance. Now, more than ever, it's time for Texas A&M.
As the hurricane moves up,
I've never seen anything of this magnitude.
Get bigger and bigger every year.
we're expecting 20 to 30 inches.
Sunny, all new Thursday at 10 on FX.
Hello and welcome to the Geico Halftime Show. RG3 trying to take flight. So far, not so good. Texas A&M up 24-14. He will need to do more of that if they are going to win this game. Kevin Frazier, Marcus Allen, the Hall of Famer, and
they'll start. Texas. Second quarter touchdowns. Their defense responds as well. Texas A&M up by 10.
Seemed like the understudy became the leading man in the second quarter in Ryan Tannehill. But to me, this game changed after that 17-play drive, and Baylor came up empty. And then Tannehill got unleashed. Ryan Swope became his target. How about today? 114 yards, 7 catches, 2 touchdowns. Last week, full game against Texas Tech, 3 for 33. A bounce-back game for him. Texas A&M has led in all 6 games this year. It's still on their mind about trying to finish.
And the Aggies not only have the lead, but they'll have the football to start the second half. And they'll start from the 1. And this is Judy. And Judy will get it across the 25-yard line. Let's check in on the sideline with Coach Brewster.
Gus, talking to Mike Sherman, he was very disappointed in his defense and not creating turnovers. He wants some turnovers in the second half. He wants his offensive line to lean on that Baylor defense. He wants to run the football, shorten the game, get out of here with a win. Art Briles has got a tired football team, guys, and his defense is out there first. Those guys have got to get some rest. They've got to get the defense off the field and find a way to run the football some in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. So Texas A&M starts at their own 23-yard line. All first down. Michael. And Michael will get to the 28, tackled by Elliott Coffey on the play.
So after what Tim just told us, it's going to be interesting to see if Mike Sherman continues to pound away at him and if Baylor finds a way to get off the field or not, because if they get a big 10, 12 play drive right here, that could really be trouble for Baylor's defense.
Tannehill rolling out of the pocket, Swope with the catch. They close on him quickly. He drops the football. So they will call this incomplete. Joe Williams once again with some nice tackling. Very physical corner at 5'9".
I know that Swope beat him for a big play for the touchdown, but all in all, I've been so impressed with the corners here today. Joe Williams, 22, KJ Morton, number 8 for Baylor. Chance Casey, normally a starter, has not played much today, and we've been told he's not injured.
3rd down and 6 at the 27. Kristen Michael lines up in the slot at the bottom of your screen. Sprint out. Tannehill throws on the run. And caught at the 46-yard line. Malcolm Kennedy, a redshirt freshman.
And his playing time has increased a little bit due to the dings to Wachaku. Jeff Fuller's been dinged up lately, so they've had to get him ready to play, and he responds.
So first down for A&M at the 46-yard line. Tannehill underneath, Michael. And he's chopped down. He'll gain a couple on the play.
Didn't we talk with Mike Sherman yesterday about Ryan Tannehill, and if he had one weakness, Mike Sherman thought maybe he didn't stay with receivers long enough, Gus? He did on that one. I thought it was a 3-progression play before throwing the football.
2nd and 9. Quick strike this time with the Jeff Fuller. And that brings up 3rd down and long.
Got the sense that he saw the run after catch before the catch, because he had a one-on-one outside and he could see himself putting a move and getting down the sideline. Another 3rd and long. Let's see if Baylor decides to bring some pressure to try and get the ball to Tannehill's hands.
This would be a big stop for the Bears defense. On 3rd down and 9. Tannehill to the sideline. Caught, and it's Wachaku. He picks up the 1st down. Joe Williams stops him, but he gained 16.
Look, they just rush 4 and drop everyone else into coverage, so it's pitch and catch for Ryan Tannehill.
They run the reverse, Wachaku. And Wachaku with speed almost pops it. And Charles, I tell you what, the more I watch Texas A&M offensively, the more I see Ryan Tannehill and Landry Jones looking similar.
So many different ways, both accurate with the football, full command of their offense. Whatever throw you need, they can make it. Good job reading defenses.
Only Tannehill is the better athlete because he can run it like this as he lowers his shoulder and gets to the 25. What do you think, Coach, when you watch A&M and you think about some of the things that Oklahoma likes to do offensively?
I think it's a good match right there, Gus, but Tannehill is much more athletic than Landry Jones. His ability to extend plays and really get first down with his feet is much greater than Landry Jones.
2nd down and 7 at the 25. And the handoff, Michael looking for a block. Oh, Michael crunched Elliott Coffey, the senior.
Textbook. Watch. And you heard Elliott Coffey inside out, scraping from the linebacker position and lowering the boom.
3rd down, 7 at the 25. Tannehill over the middle, caught again. Swope, he has been huge in this game. A 14-yard pickup, Mike Hicks gets it.
Look at the time that he's going to get. The pocket's going to form, and he's able to just step up, plenty of time to deliver, and Ryan Swope gets the defender on his back and completes the play.
Well, 1st down at the Baylor 11-yard line. Opening drive of the second half for A&M. And the running play as Michael is stopped by Coffey. But I tell you what, this offensive line is doing a terrific job not only protecting Ryan Tannehill, but also run blocking.
And not a single senior on the offensive line. Only 3 sacks allowed this season. They came into the game plus 18. 21 sacks for their defense, only 3 given up.
2nd down and 7 to the 8. Michael cuts it back up and will get to the 5. As Chadwick is there to bring him down.
Does this feel like a similar situation to what you brought Coach Brewster in and called in the first half, Gus? 3rd down, around the 5-yard line. They went 5 wides last time. Looks like a back staying in the backfield for this one.
Let's see, Tannehill in the shotgun. He likes Swope. Corner. Touchdown. Swope. What a game for this young man. From Austin Westlake High School. Career day.
Talk about picking it back up. Remember their route in the first half. It's pretty similar. He's just going to get out there. Good job leaning into the defensive back Hicks and then pushing away to the sideline, and Tannehill delivers.
Prior to the snap, the last play is under further review.
Okay. Let's see what they possibly spotted. Catch, taking it to the ground. I think what they want to review is, did he have firm control of the football as he rolled along the ground after the catch? There's the catch. Takes it to the ground. Arms are underneath the football. He rolls over. This will be a touchdown. I don't see how this can be overruled since it was called touchdown on the field.
What a day, though, if this touchdown stands. Swope, 9 catches, 133 yards, and 3 touchdowns. This A&M offense really clicking.
Putting it all together. I talked to, in the beginning of the game that they would run the ball more, 65%.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
But the way Tannehill is connected with Ryan Swope, with tying a school record for 3 touchdown catches in 1 game, no reason to change anything.
Randy Bullock in to attempt the extra point, and it's good. Texas A&M drives it right down the field on their opening drive of the second half. And the Aggies take a 31-14 lead. With that young man, Robert Griffin. From the 5-yard line, Goodley. And Goodley with a big hole. Goodley all the way down to the Texas A&M 44-yard line. That's a 50-yard return.
And that's how you open the door to hope with a team. You've got them down 31-14. You're mashing them. You're feeling good. And you let them have a big play in special teams and put them in excellent field position with one of the better quarterbacks in the country.
Antoine Goodley, the redshirt freshman from Midland. Now can Robert Griffin take advantage? First down at the 46. They hand it off. Ganaway trying to get around the corner.
Number 24 territory.
And he gets to the 42 as Howard Matthews chops him down. That's +3.
And do you think that anyone who's wearing maroon and white in this stadium is relaxing with the way the season has gone for Texas A&M, having seen 18 and 17-point leads at the half evaporate? Not a bit, not with this guy playing quarterback.
Second down at 7, play action, Griffin wide open, touchdown! Tevin Reese, 43 yards, partner.
Classic case of eyes in the wrong place by the safety. Watch, safety moves up, coverage totally blown. I think we're gonna have a flag at the end of it for a celebration penalty against Baylor. See that? To the crowd, so they'll call a taunting foul against Baylor, I'm assuming. That's
Touchdown
the flag.
is good. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, number 16. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
And I never understand why kids do stuff like that. They're losing.
Losing
31-20, and now you hurt your team.
And when you played, partner, you go celebrate with your team, right? You never really get in trouble celebrating with your team. But when you celebrate individually and call attention to yourself, you're likely going to get a flag. And that one, as you said, you're losing already. You're still losing.
Yeah,
nice play, but you're still down.
I've never understood somebody trash talking when you're losing. 31-21, Texas A&M. 9:57 to go in the third.
Capital One's new cash rewards card gives you a
scored 21 unanswered points. So nice touchdown, but now you put your defense and your team in a little bit of jeopardy with A&M coming right back at you.
Askew and Molina back deep. And this will be Askew. And Askew getting to the, still on his feet. It gets to the 37-yard line. Let's bring in Mike Pereira. Mike, can you give us the rule on taunting in college football?
Very good call, because the rule book is specific. It says you cannot do an act that incites opponents or spectators. So the crowd is involved in that, and that action is clearly a foul and something you cannot do. That's inciting spectators.
Mike, what if he would have done that same motion prior to going into the end zone? Answer that right after this play. First down and 10 at the 39. Tannehill, and that one incomplete. If he does that prior to going into the end zone, Mike, what's the call?
Same thing. You're going to get a taunt on that. Now, this is one that's going to take away the touchdown if he did that. Because, again, that act of thumbs down, I mean, that's not a celebration act. That's a demonstration type of thing. And there's really nothing good. That's not a throat slash thing, but approaching that type of act.
Thank you very much, Michael, for clarifying it. Second and 10 at the 39. Tannehill over the middle, caught. Inside Baylor territory. Jeff Fuller gains 15.
I like the questions you asked Mike Pereira, Gus, because we saw that last week nationally with LSU when their punter off of a fake punt was going into the end zone and looked like he celebrated early, and they called the penalty and wiped away the points. So it does happen.
First down and 10 at the 46. Tannehill, Swope, double screen, and Swope will hop out of bounds at the 41. Just like that, A&M plowing deep into Baylor territory with the 10-point lead.
Tim Brewster talked in the first half how these bubble screens get the defense flowing in one direction, 11 guys running and tiring them out. And more of a diet of that as we start here in the second half.
They run it, Cyrus Gray, and he's tackled by Coffey. But if you look at the line play, this A&M line really pushing back the Baylor defensive line now.
And if the head coach Mike Sherman loves that, he's an old offensive line guy. He loves these big guys getting a chance to fire out and hit people.
Gray again, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Time now for a Chick-fil-A game break. Here's Kevin Free.